Well, it is finally Friday. Very happy Friday to everybody. Hope you're doing all right, doing well, doing good. Please stay safe, those of you who are in towns right now where things are a little tricky. Please be safe. Watch yourselves. Watch out for your neighbors. Just general good wishes. I wish I could do more. Well, I do some things, and I'm gonna try to do a few more things. But just watch out for yourselves, guys. Today we are going to end off our week of fun updates with a little something from Sam about the 2026 MPC. Also, some really great clips of Katrina and Lauren chatting on Lauren's podcast. But first, somebody had a question. We had our members chat last night, and the big question was, what is this convention in Germany that John and Graham and Duncan are going to be at? And I'm fairly sure, again, Richard Rankin as well. And while I did some research, it took me a minute because I could have sworn that it was a dedicated Outlander convention. However, I was wrong. It is definitely a pop culture convention in which our four gentlemen will be a part of. But here I've got, the quick AI answer, but I did double check it is actually correct. However, it lays out nicely in AI speak, so I'm going to go ahead and read that. John Bell, Graham McTavish, and Duncan LaCroix are all scheduled guests for MagicCon 9 in Germany, which will take place from October 2nd to October 4th at the Maritime Hotel Bonn. So that is where these gentlemen are going to be. It's that same weekend as LandCon US, and so that's why we were kind of like, well, why aren't they going to be there? Why aren't they even a possibility of guests? That is why they are going to be in Germany at that specific convention, MagicCon 9. We can't win them all. I still have yet to meet Richard, Graham, or Duncan, and I would love to meet. Well, can I say that I would really, really like to meet Duncan? But I'd love to meet all three of them. The only one I don't feel too terrible about is John Bell because he's been I've met him a couple times at least now. So that's just my selfish way of looking at it. Me trying to have like a silver lining outlook. But man, that means I'm gonna have to keep going to conventions if I want to meet all of them. So that's where they are going to be. MagicCon 9, and it's that exact same weekend as the convention in Austin for LandCon US. So disappointing information, but that is the actual information. So, my mistake for thinking that it was an Outlander convention. I'll try to make up for it right now with a little something from Sam. So I'm going to try to win your favor back again. This is from My Peak Challenges and Sam Heughan. I'll read the paragraph and then we'll listen to what he has to say. What started out as a simple idea has grown into a global community built on movement, mindset, and showing up for one another. As we step into a new year together, we're more committed than ever to living strong for life in how we train, how we think, and how we support the people around us. Thank you for being part of this journey and for helping make MPC what it is today. We are so grateful you're here for another year of growth, connection, and possibility. Let's keep moving forward together. Join us at the link in our bio. And of course, we all know that's www.mypeakchallenge.com. If you want more information, be part of it, sign up for it. But let's hear Sam. Listening to Sam is way more fun than me.
Hi, Peakers. Now, as we head into our 11th year of My Peak Challenge, I know it. Hi, Peakers. Now, as we head into our 11th year of My Peak Challenge, I know, 11 years, amazing. I just want to start by saying how grateful I am for this whole community. MPC has grown and evolved in so many ways over the years, but our mission has always stayed the same: to help you invest in yourself, your mind, your body, and spirit, so you can live a stronger, more fulfilling life. And what I love most about this community is that it's never just about the individual. At MPC, helping yourself also means helping others, coming together to create real positive impact through movement and connection. Now, as we head into this new year, I just want you to remember this: every step you take here matters. When you show up for yourself in your training, in your mindset, and in your daily choices, you're also part of something bigger. You're helping build stronger communities, supporting meaningful change, and proving what's possible when we move forward together. Now, I cannot wait to share what's ahead in 2026. I'm so proud to take this next chapter with you. Thank you for being part of My Peak Challenge. Let's make 2026 a year to remember. See you there. Cheers, speakers.
I dig that. That's cool. Especially since my health from day one of 2026 has been bad. I figure every bit of improvement in the right direction is good. So I think I'm gonna try. I know he's got a couple of like good like relaxation things too as well. Quite frankly, I need those. My little watch that keeps count of my heart rate, my steps and stuff. It also tells me when I'm really stressed. And that sucker's been going off a lot lately, so I need to do like the calming yoga stuff as well. But yeah, let's all see if we can improve our health a bit this year, take care of ourselves. If we're unwell now, at least try to do like the mind and body thing. Work on our bodies, but lowering that stress level and, yeah, the stress level really, it helps keep our anxiety down. It helps improve our health and our outlook on life. So, I'm going to have to find some good yoga stuff. All right, more stuff coming because we got two things here with Lauren. This one does not have Caitriona, but the next one is loads of Caitriona and Lauren. So bear with me here because I like ShesARec historian. She shares, with the immaculate return of ShesARec, please enjoy this short clip of my chat with the insanely and talented Lauren Lyle. It's been a long while since I talked about how Lauren was the first ever Outlander cast member I ever met. Ooh, really? Also, in the wild, it was also my first time ever being starstruck, and it's still one of my all-time favorite moments. That moment was pivotal to who I became and what my career has flourished into. Case in point, here's us sitting down having a chat. And she says she's so grateful to have been able to share this with Lauren. Hopefully the conversations can continue in the future. I mean, hey, if we're still ticking off dreams, I would love to be on ShesARec. Just saying. Yeah, that would be a kick. Yeah. Let's see what fun conversation they had.
Just made your move over here.
Yeah, it was like it was not even a year yet.
It was like a really big deal.
Yeah,
and you were like, "What the hell?"
I remember.
You just got here.
Yeah, I remember. I looked down on the dock, and you had called up to us because we had.
I said I liked his kilt.
Yeah, because it was like we saw the small like production, and we were like, "Oh, was it a nature documentary, like whatever?" And then we like moseyed along, and then we heard, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And we like looked down.
I just remember you were freaking out. You were like
that was proper starstruck for you because you were the first. I was so unexpected, like in the wild, and then you were the first one, and that like was very pivotal to everything.
Yeah.
And then it was like a couple years later. It was at the BAFTAs. Not long after that.
Okay. Yeah.
That was like an assembly line, so that's like not memorable. Yeah. But
I remember this. You're the someone historian.
Yes.
Yeah.
She knows. Yeah. So we have a bit of history, but
Oh, that's so fun. It's like she literally just sort of ran into her, and like that was a step into her moving and basically changing her life to chase her dreams. Love that for her. That's very cool. I don't have the freedom to just like move and change my life, but try to do some of the fun things I'd like to do to have some extra accomplishments, and still working on those things, but this channel being one of them. I'm really enjoying having you on this journey with me. I've got even more. Oh my gosh, I have so much because this isn't even funny. Somebody hooked this up, and it's see all these dots? Each one of them is a clip. So we're going to be here for a minute. We have several clips from the podcast, and yes, I am going to play every single one of them. Why the heck not? It's going to be fun and tricky, but I'm going to see if I can get them all through here. This is Brilliantly Balfe sharing this. Have you listened to ShesARec podcast or watched the video on YouTube yet? Run if you haven't. It was so good, and I've really missed the dynamic between Caitriona Balfe and Lauren Lyle. So let's see here. Caitriona's Rex. Baby Teeth, directed by Shannon Murphy. Orbital by Samantha Harvey. Icon Class by Anna von Hausoff. And here are 20 of my favorite bits in no particular order. Enjoy. Was it 20? I don't know if it was 20. It's quite a few though. Let's take a listen.
So many emotions tied up in it. Like I feel immensely proud of it, like as an entirety. I'm gonna feel sad that it's gone.
Yeah.
But I also, there's something now that we've finished. It's like It sort of like feels weird that it hasn't aired. You know what I mean? Especially now that Blood of My Blood is on and everybody thinks that that's still the same show.
Is not.
And it's like the two are so confused with each other now. It's like, I sort of want to feel like, having invested that much of our lives in it, like it would be nice for that to sort of exist in its own world. And then for also Blood of My Blood to allow them to sort of have their own journey and their own moment and let that be its own thing too. And sort of at the moment it feels like the two are very conflated.
I almost feel like a lot of people are just waiting for it to happen, for Outlander to come out, and are I think when it comes out it will be quite epic. I think it will stand alone as its thing. I just remember walking onto set and it being all candlelit, and it was in the studios, and Nell Hudson was there showing me around, and I just remember you sat in the tent and you were like, hello, who are you then? I was like, I don't know who I am.
Oh God, I always feel so bad when you tell that story, because I'm like, I'm sure I was not, I don't know, trying to be that way.
You probably weren't at all. But that was all the way. And then now, 6 years later, we've been in South Africa. We've done all our seasons, and we've just
so you've gone on, and this is what I love about Sam and I were sort of left in the show. But it's just been so lovely to watch you go on, and like how your career has blossomed, and like just you as a person, and you've like just become this like force, which is so gorgeous. Yeah.
Like they're always like, who did you learn from? Like who did you watch to be number one in a show? And I was like, you were kind of the one. Like you were the one that I had the most experience watching, but also
that was a good example.
No, but I did, because I think I must have told you that I always found you very commanding on set in a very respectful way. Every day you would always thank everyone for being there and say goodbye and goodnight to everyone every time without fail, and you'd only flip out on something that meant something. You'd never flip out over dumb shit. It would always be in support of someone. I remember you flipping out over something for me and ShesARec.
I did. I was actually just talking about that yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah.
For people listening, not watching, because I have brought notes.
Well, because I don't remember anything, and I'm like,
you are a high achiever. I will say that. I remember.
It's so weird.
She's
Do you know
such
what?
a vocabulary queen.
I don't know, but like I think I've grown into somebody that is like, I was never like, growing up I was the mess of the family, and my sister is such a type A.
I would consider you very type A.
And now I've come to realise that maybe I've veered that way. But I've gone from being so not.
I see that, because you can let loose.
We do know this about me.
I've seen you play games.
So let loose used to be my life
thing. Yeah, my thing.
and now I'm like, oh,
you would be on set the kind of person that I would say something, I'd be like, yeah, I'd like try and spit a fact of some kind, I'd be like, yeah, and I'd loosely say it, and you'd be like, well, actually,
oh God,
I know exactly.
Shut up, Caitriona.
No.
Your capacity for patience, and this was always the thing that I was so scared about becoming a parent, because I was like, I'm not a very patient person. How the fuck am I going to do this? I still probably could learn how to be more patient. Like Tony's definitely the more patient one, I think. But it just, I don't know, it just appears. Like you just, it's sort of an instinct that kind of kicks in. You're like, okay, well, he's having a hard time. I just got to like allow him to have that. And then, to a point, I'm not fully on board with the gentle parenting fully, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's okay, you've been hitting me 17 times. It's okay, darling. There's a point where you're like, all right,
enough. Enough is enough.
Like I love film. I love filmmakers. I love storytelling. So to me, like, we had a very strong, tight-knit group in Outlander, but it was like, that was it, right? We were just sort of in this bubble up there. And like Sam and I more so than any of you guys, because you guys would get to like...
We'd leave.
Go off and do other things. And so I think one of the things that I feel like I'm missing a little bit is community. And so to me, like, that's what I'm so hungry for, is like meeting other people, and like, I want to know like what this filmmaker's doing, or like that filmmaker. And I just think it's really cool. Like if you, and like I have been doing this a lot in the last year. It's like, if I see something, I'll just message somebody and be like, cool. I really loved your film. Like, it's amazing. And like, whether or not anything comes of that, that's not the point. The point is like, making connections with other creatives, you know?
Like, I remember you talking about how I was always envious because there was another whole thing about when you guys did boot camp and like Graham McTavish and everyone's around and you all just used to go and drink loads of whiskey, and there's like a really famous night where you two.
Oh my God, we
loads of
had,
whiskey.
yeah, Jesus, I don't know that I've ever drank so much in my life, and definitely haven't since. Well, because Sam and the guys all had boot camp, but they were like doing it for about, I don't know, a month before we started filming. So it was weird. They were all sort of like a group, and then Tobias and I sort of were filming together for the first 2 weeks alone. So we were like, we would just go and get drunk a lot together. And then eventually like we all sort of like, because the stories kind of combined, and then we would all go and get very drunk. And Gary Lewis brought us to his like favourite pub in, I don't know, the side.
Yeah.
All right, princess.
That I remember when I met Gary for the first time being like, I've met a legend. Met Billy Elliot's dad.
I mean, he is a legend. And I was growing up, like, it was always Ireland, the land of saints and scholars. You know, it's like we have this like really deep tradition of writers and storytellers and musicians. And I think it's like, it's important to invest. And I think it's the UK have really fallen short on that. And it's so short-sighted.
It's also just like proof is happening in front of you, where in every film and everything coming out right now, there's someone incredible and they're Irish. And they're cool.
They're kinda
Everyone's like
kicking ass.
cool. It's like that's literally a gang I want to be a part of. No, the last time we did this, so much has happened. You've been in so many different films. You've done so much else other than Outlander as well. Even like Belfast was huge.
I suppose that was after that.
It was all, like,
It's
all
weird
your
because it
movies were
doesn't feel
after.
like I've done that much. You know, when you look and when you sort of put them all together, I'm like, oh, that's quite cool. Like I've actually done a few things, but it doesn't necessarily feel that way because
You're
they're
in
so
it.
spread out, you know?
But you've gone and been in some of like the biggest films of the last few years, like dotted about all over the place. As much as
I've
you don't,
been
you're very
quite
humble
lucky.
and won't admit it, but you have.
It's been quite cool. I mean, I think, look, at the great thing about Outlander was it really gave me the luxury of being choosy. I feel like Cillian should be the patriarch of the Irish actors.
Yeah, I mean, Jack,
You know what
like,
I mean?
how we do that? Like, we need to do that for people, and
Yeah.
like, not that we're Cillian Murphys, but do you know what I mean? Like, trying to.
But I think
build
it's really
that.
important, you know? I think it's like, I think too often people feel like there's somehow competition or something in our industry, and it's not. It's like, you know this from probably doing stuff where you sit in auditions or stuff. It's never about one person versus another. It's like about if one person sort of like is right for something. And I think it's like, you know, again, it's that community thing. We're all supposed to be inspiring each other and encouraging each other. And if like you've got a project, it's like, oh, maybe we can make it together,
Totally.
or, you know, and that's the fun of it.
Yeah, and finding like, oh, it's only good if you get more successful, because then we can all work together and do stuff
Yeah.
together.
And like, look at Cillian. Like, I think I admire someone like him so much.
Do you feel like a totally different person now than who you were when you started?
If I could remember who I was when I started.
Yeah,
that
do you
would be-
remember who you were?
I do. It's weird. I feel like a lot of this year has been kind of returning to a more sort of centered version of myself that was probably more similar to that person who started. Just because I think what I realized is like when you're on a big intensive show like that, it requires, like, we would film sometimes for a calendar year. A short season would be like 10, 11 months. You know, most of the time I was in, I think there was like 1 or 2 seasons where my character wasn't as crazy, like time-wise. But, you know, I would be in all the time. So you're like working a 70-hour week minimum, you know,
crazy.
like sometimes
In the
80-hour
dark.
week. Ethan Hawke has this, you know, and I saw it on Instagram, so, you know, I'm a fucking total hypocrite. But Ethan Hawke says this beautiful thing about how people don't think that the arts are essential,
Yeah.
right? That we don't really need it. But in times of great feeling, like if you experience loss or if you experience love,
Yeah.
like that is when you reach for a poem or something, because
I feel like it's endless the amount that you can grasp. That you can.
Yeah.
I'll never stop searching for how
because you
people
want to
describe
know,
love.
has anyone ever felt the
Yeah.
same as me?
Exactly.
Is this like, is this normal? Is anyone else experience what I'm experiencing right now? Be it like the depths of pain or like the most highest, highs.
There's also comfort in that of going.
Well, it's that thing
I'll
of like
survive.
the more specific and personal things are, somehow the more universal they are.
Our generations of people would be more raised to be like not so gently parented.
Oh my
and we've all
God.
worked
I
out,
mean,
okay?
I am the product of a very Irish style
You're
of
one of
parenting.
5, no?
I'm one of 5 plus my foster brother and sister. And so one of 7.
Yeah, that's so Irish.
It's so Irish.
I love that.
And it's like, if dad gave the look, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
In my jet lag, I like read the newspaper from front to back.
Do you?
I just read everything.
On the iPad or something?
On my phone. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
It's a bad habit. But
No,
when at
it's
3 a.m., I'll read
Why is that a bad habit?
all of it.
I think that's a cool habit.
I'll read like the weird sports things sports I don't even fucking care about.
I think that's cool because I think that makes you extremely type A, by the way. You're not getting away from that. And so much knowledge. You know so many random things.
I do know a lot of random shit. So I started in 2013.
Oh my God, so 12 years of your life.
Yeah. Which is mad. I mean, we obviously finished filming just over a year ago. But yeah, I mean, like Sam and I were talking and it was like when we wrapped, that was a quarter of our lives. We'd been on the show, which is mad. And amazing. And it's like, these things don't happen very often at all. And it's sort of like, I think this year has been such an amazing year because I've been, having distance from something, you're like, you can kind of look back on it and go, oh wow, like I can sort of see it in its entirety and look at it because I think when you're in something, sometimes you just sort of get bogged down in like the machine of it. Yeah. So I think just for a long time, you're just sort of surviving, and if you're not on, if you're not on the show, then a lot of the time, then you would be promoting the show. And like occasionally I would do jobs in between seasons, but not very often. So I think like this year I've taken a real break, even though I've done a few jobs, but they haven't been as time consuming. And it's just been like, I don't know, I'm like, this
I'm a person.
This is what it's like to be a human again.
Yeah. It's quite confronting at times to be like, real life is real.
Yeah, but it's great. I don't know. I saw a friend of mine yesterday who I've known for 20 odd years, and she was like, oh, you seem very content. And I was like, yeah, I feel very centered.
You do.
Whatever that means. I think we're all really close. I mean, I think it's very rare on a long running show to sustain that over a decade. Like, I think as a cast, we may not be out together all the time, but I think we're all very close and we all really like each other.
Yeah.
And, that's pretty fucking special to have after that amount of time.
There's definitely things I remember showing you boys that I've been dating over time and being like, I really want her approval over it. Is he hot? Yes. Okay, great. Stuff like that. Or like John Bell and I have like had fights, like siblings have fights, and then
we see you
now
guys
we're
are
best
in like it's so funny because when we started, Sam and I felt like we were the young pair, and then very, very quickly like all of the older guys left and it was sort of this new generation, and we were like, oh, we're slightly outside of this.
Yeah, because when you first started
I feel like
you're a witch.
I'm very into my witchy vibe at the moment.
Yeah, you are. How did you feel during the film-in situation we just had not long ago?
It was great. I did lots of meditating and yoga and had my crystals and
okay, so you're tapped in. You're tapped into it in the right way. Wow.
I was harnessing the power of the Scorpio full moon.
That's very clear from Outlander. That's very Marceline clear from Outlander. From Marceline thinks you're a white witch.
I think I don't know, maybe that's why maybe I'm just
I always decided that I thought that Marcy thinks that you're a bit of a white witch, but she's okay with it.
Yeah.
She's not keen to burn you at the stake.
No.
She was initially, not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
She's down.
Yeah,
I think
she's
Marcelly's like a bit witchy woo too.
Definitely. Yeah.
No, I love all the witchy woo stuff. I do I hum.
Do you?
I do a lot of humming.
Humming a particular song?
We're going to need to hear that.
Huh?
We're going to need to hear that.
No, like it's not it's a weird, like I think it's just a thing that just like gets me very calm.
Did you ever have a word to get you into the Clare accent? Like a phrase or
Yes,
anything?
I did. And now, what was it? I say all right a lot in my head, like all right, but
All
there's
right.
something else, all right.
That's what Emma Corrin talks about doing for Princess Diana.
Oh,
And
really?
that was one of her words. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Her words. Yeah.
It was something else I used to say.
I used to say
Accents are the one thing, like that's the thing that'll like make you not confident.
it's
Poster's kind of cool.
poster's beautiful.
I
It's
think the
used to-
poster's amazing. To be honest, they sent us like every
the forehead
year.
touch.
The forehead touch, it's iconic.
The iconic forehead touch.
They always send us like for approval. And I think it's sort of like just a courtesy, because I think if we said no, we don't, they'd be like, well,
We're doing it anyway.
But this is the first time I was like, oh, straight away. I
Yeah,
think that's
nice.
really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels fitting.
I'm glad to not be in it, actually. I didn't want to be in it. It's fine. It's very
We could have
much-
had more.
Okay, well, I'm excited. Let's see what... It sounds like I'm getting
Lauren's getting very emotional.
Just let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. No, it'll be amazing to see what happens. And I look forward to our all big group
Can
photo
I
show
just
at the
say that
premiere.
you have like the most epic nail polish on?
Thanks, my brown nail polish.
I like that.
That's the final rec.
chocolate.
Try chocolate nail polish. It's
Poster's kind of cool.
poster's beautiful. It's
Oh, chocolate nail polish. I didn't think. I let my daughter pick out my birthday my birthday month nail color, and she went with the like satiny lavender. Okay, anyway, that has nothing to do with. That was cool. And again, brilliantly Balfe putting all those clips together. So thankful for your time and effort. Thank you so much. Want to give you complete credit for this, because all I'm doing is recording it to show to folks who might not get it on Spotify or come to Insta. But the whole thing is out now, available. So yeah, go check that out if you can. The whole thing, it is they're a kick. They're a kick, and so many really cool, like, quotable moments too. So yeah, check that out. I think that's everything. I've got for us to end our week up. If anything interesting comes up over the weekend, I will see if I can do that. Let's see, we're doing cleaning at my mother-in-law's house tomorrow. There's always something comes up for Sundays. Saturdays or Sundays, something always comes up, and there's always more stuff that needs to get done. So I'll have to see what pops up for news and information and what goes on in my life. We'll see what we can do. But either way, I'll probably be here Monday, hopefully with pre-recorded. I can't believe it took me until Friday to be like awake enough, and my software was working and my audio was working, and that's the first pre-recorded video of the week. Sorry guys, I really am. But at least I do my best to try to make sure that you get something. If I've got something, that I could share that to you every day, live or pre-recorded. Go forth, enjoy your weekend, and be safe out there. Stay warm, stay snuggly, stay healthy if you can. If you aren't healthy now, take care. We can all try to get better, do what we're supposed to do. I'm trying. I'm not great at it, but I am trying. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give her a big thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Either way, comment down below. Let me know what you really do think. If you come here quite often, hello, do you come here often? Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you'll know when the next videos do come out. We will have our final season 2 review on Monday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are definitely, without a doubt, no matter what, even if it's just me talking about it because it needs to be talked about, going to chat about the movie White Bird, A Wonder Story, available on Stars right now. If you can watch it, please do. It is an incredibly good movie, kind of well-timed that I kind of came across it, and everybody must watch it. Because I said so, and I'm the boss. Big thanks, as always, to my members, to anybody who has assisted, supported, shared this channel in any way. Thank you so much for your effort, and thanks so much for you coming back and watching and catching up with me. I really appreciate that. Thank you to my members. Last night, we had a fun, well, I won't say fun, we had a fairly serious discussion for a good long while. It didn't really get light till near the end. So, but thank you, because I always like to hear what's going on in your lives, how the world around us is affecting you, and if there's anything that we can do to help each other out, always feel free to ask. This is a friendly community here. We are good people on this channel. Really try to be. Whether you are just a commenter or a lurker, or if you are a active member. I've yet to see anybody who's like not a good person, which is great. I'm glad I, at least I think, attract goodness, and hopefully we help each other out when we can. But again, thanks everyone for your support, one way or the other, supporting this channel, supporting each other. Just makes me really proud to be a part of the community here, the fans who love Outlander. That is everything I've got. And all the hyperbole and babbling I'm going to do. I'm gonna let's go so we can get started with our weekend. If you think you missed any updates or any information, please do check out the playlist below. And of course, you know the rules. No matter what video you do choose, I'll see you there.